Columnist Tony Kwan talks about the Michelin Guide. Michelin has recently announced that, at some point in this fall, they will publish a guide for dinner in Vancouver. I would assume and hope that the guide not only covers Vancouver, but also to the surrounding suburbs like Richmond. What is the Michelin Guide and why is it important? The Michelin Guide is published by the French tire company, Michelin. The first guide was 1900 and only covered France. At that time, there were no GPS or Google Maps, so to encourage car owners to drive more, Michelin published a guide with maps showing hotels and service stations. Later they expanded their coverage to restaurants, and their anonymous inspectors of food began to grant restaurants in the 1930s. Theoretically, each restaurant can be listed in the guide, but only certain restaurants are classified according to several criteria established by Michelin. The classification system still maintained today is as follows. 1 star, high-quality kitchen, which is worth stopping. 2 stars, excellent kitchen, it's worth diverting. 3 stars, exceptional kitchen, which is worth a special trip. Since 1955, the guide has also included Bib Gourmand restaurants, which offer good quality cuisine and good value for money. In 2020, Michelin began to give green stars restaurants for gastronomy and sustainability. The Michelin Guide mainly covered France until the 2000s, when Michelin began to expand its coverage to other countries and cities. Currently, Michelin publishes guides covering more than 35 countries. Michelin has just announced that they will publish a guide to cover Toronto and Vancouver at the end of this year. This is wonderful news for those of us who live in the metropolitan area of Vancouver, since this puts the region on the culinary map. Vancouver will automatically become an even more destination for food lovers, and guide will also help our entire tourism industry. After returning from recent trips to New York and Hong Kong, who are loaded with Michelin star restaurants, I'm not sure if any Vancouver restaurant will receive 3 stars. I think Vancouver would be lucky enough to receive 2 2-star Michelin restaurants. I would have the hope that even 12 restaurants will receive a star, and up to 30 restaurants will receive a designation from Bib Gourmand. Just being on the list in the guide will increase businesses for a restaurant, so I hope many restaurants appear in the guide. While this is exciting news, this is a call to action for LOC.